For the backhand, remember this key point. Never intentionally pull your arm back for any technique. All strokes should be formed by your body leading your hand. The power from your body and legs is always more crucial than the power from your arm alone. Let's use the backhand counter drive as an example. In modern table tennis, your body weight must be pressed onto your right leg. Right-handed players press on the right leg. Left-handed players press on the left leg. Many players misunderstand what pressing on the right leg means. It doesn't mean leaning excessively. You just need to settle your weight onto that leg. This is what it means to have your weight on the right leg. It's not like this. This is called pressing the right leg. This is called putting pressure on the right leg. When executing the backhand, power must be generated from the inside out. Do not gather power by pulling sideways to your left. Instead, feel the power accumulating inside your body. If you watch table tennis on TV now, nobody pulls from the side to the front anymore. Modern players generate power from the inside outward. This allows you to utilize the power from your body and thighs. To hit the ball with quality to the opponent's side, you need forward power. Therefore, your power application must be from the inside out, not from left to right. Let's discuss a subtle detail about the ready stance with the right leg forward. The modern stance looks similar with the old stance, but has a different weight transfer. Really, I feel like I'm the only one who has talked about this. Previously, the right foot was forward to facilitate a left to right waist turn and weight transfer. With this stance, it's easy to turn the weight from left to right. Now, the weight is pressed onto this leg for the backhand loop. When execute backhand, the right leg is pressed. The power generation method is significantly different. One method involves the weight pressing back. The other involves the weight pressing onto this leg. This is the key difference. Look at Lin Shidong when playing backhand on TV now. He never loop a ball that's going to build up power here. Why are modern backhand techniques so incredibly effective? Let me tell you, it all comes down to this key difference. Why are the movements for continuous backhand rallies so compact now? Because with the right leg forward, you can properly anchor your weight and maintain balance. This allows your legs to provide solid support. Why were traditional backhand counter loops less stable than modern ones? First, the game has evolved. Second, it's because of loading power in this way. When you load power like this, you need exceptional spatial awareness. You need extremely good spatial judgment. If you misjudge the ball's position, you'll easily get jammed and struggle to generate any power. The modern backhand always generates power in front of the body. The feeling is always from here to here. It's a direct, forward motion. The old technique involved a sideways pull. Remember this key principle: modern backhand power generation is never about pulling from the side. It's not from here to here, but it has changed from here to here. Think of a general drawing his sword. The motion is direct and forward. Where is the power directed? Take Lin Shidong's backhand counter loop, for example. Before the shot, he keeps the stance low, and the power bursts forward. Is there any sideways loading phase? No. Modern power is generated right here in front of you. This allows you to better utilize the ball's energy. It also makes timing the ball easier. This is the crucial difference in backhand technique, even with a similar stance. This is also why modern backhand instruction can be confusing. How can the same stance feel different? Because there are many backhand styles. However, the advanced method always keeps the center of gravity pressed on the right leg. Now, let's talk about how to generate power with this advanced stance. For all backhand strokes, do not actively pull your arm back. The more you pull your arm back, the easier it is to get jammed. So what should we do? Start from the standard ready position. From there, shift your weight onto the right leg with an inward coiling movement. Do not initiate the movement with your arm. Many amateur players perform the backhand loop like this, backhand quick counter like this, backhand against backspin like this. You're not using leg and body power at all. The backhand relies more on a solid framework than the forehand. The backhand requires more power from your body and legs. In the forehand, you might still generate some power with your arm, but the backhand has less space for a backswing. Without leg and body support, you cannot generate any power. For example, the backhand quick counter, find the feeling of coiling inward here. Can you see the coiling inward here? Do not learn to pull the arm back, or you will get jammed and lose power. For all backhand techniques, do not actively rotate your wrist. Do not think you need wrist rotation for more friction. There is no need for an active wrist rotation phase. The more inward you wrist rotate, the more you get jammed. So, what should you do? After preparing your backhand, my racket face is pointing this way. When I want to execute backhand quick counter, I do not swing my arm or hook my wrist inward. You only need to press down with your thumb. That provides enough wrist action. Then do what? Turn body inward with leg braces. My hand does not actively pull back, just like in my forehand. It is the power from my leg and body coiling inward. My hand remains still. Turn inward. Turn inward. As I coil inward and settle my weight onto the right leg, my hand naturally comes back. The so-called inward rotation happens the same way. My racket head was facing this way, now it faces this way, without active wrist movement. It is the body coiling that generates the power and creates this angle. This is what true inward rotation looks like. You see players on TV with this internal rotation, but I tell you not to actively use it to get power. This is the real internal rotation. It happens naturally from the coiling action. Except for the backhand flick, where you need to consciously angle the racket slightly, all other strokes rely on this body action. This power completes your backhand framework. Here is the key point. The most important aspect of the backhand is the body's internal energy, the power from your core and thighs. This is the crucial power for the backhand. This is the power. You must first have power here, the power of hip thrust, core tension, and thigh strength. First have this power. Only then can you have finger and wrist action. Many players immediately focus on finger and wrist techniques, grip, and friction, but still cannot generate power or get jammed by the ball. You still can't produce that powerful shot. Why? Finger action in the backhand is crucial, but as we discussed before, finger action on the racket is the final link in the chain. You must channel all your power to your fingers, which then contact the ball through the racket. Using only arm power is insufficient. It must be this power and this power. Coil and thrust. Coil and thrust. This applies whether driving against topspin or looping underspin. This power originates from the stomach and core thrusting forward. Your hand simply follows. You grip the racket at the moment of coiling and thrusting. Grip the racket at the moment of coiling and thrusting. This transfers the body's power to your hand and into the shot. The backhand position is not like the forehand, where you can make a larger swing. In the backhand, you must brace with your thighs and engage your core. Many players struggle with the backhand loop or cannot generate power in drives because they lack leg and body support. Without that foundation, you cannot generate power. You're relying on this to generate power. It won't work.